I think people do think I'm kind of prudy. You know what, Renee? Bite me. She's got no arms, no legs, bobbing up and down. Now she's on a beach and some guy comes by, picks her up and heaves her into the ocean. She is getting hostile treatment because she's deemed too sexy. Well, that's what happens when you start reducing women to body parts.
You fostered that behavior when you represented the women.
I do not want to stop short with just getting even. Retribution, not strong enough. Ruin, that's the goal. Irreversible, irreparable, irrational. Ruin.
I'm not handling this case.
Why not?
It's a little close to home.
The first one stinks. You must have a backup.
I think my first reason is enough, Richard.
Right, but just in case it loses steam over time.
Even if you don't get a laugh, you still get to get up on that stage. And that satisfies your inner exhibitionist self.
Here's a flash. Psychoanalysis came to him in a wet dream. I got that guy sussed.
She would come to work dressed in attire designed to arouse the male personnel. Do you make room for the slightest possibility that she might feel the least bit oppressed?
Well, if she felt that way, she shouldn't dress how she dresses, flaunting her big alabaster buoys in everybody's faces. I would like to account for my testimony.
You're accounted for.
Richard Fish wouldn't just pluck Julie Andrews out of thin air. You told him. Are you sure you want to do this? Maybe we should call it off. Oh, please. My joke is ribald. Yours is disgusting. Ribald? Yes, ribald.
Let's take a moment to give it up to Vonda Shepherd. How about the dancing twins? Can we give it up to them, please?
One of the last vestiges of gender bias is the dirty joke. Men can handle it, women can't. They vacation together all the time. And
Caroline Poop for the plaintiff.
Ally McBeal representing the defendant, Your Honor.
Ms. McBeal, how delightful you're still at large.
We believe that it fails to state a claim for which relief can be granted.
And why would we be here, other than for you and I to catch up?
Well, this is a ridiculous technicality, Your Honor.
Makes a difference to me. This case is dismissed without prejudice.
You had that up your sleeve the whole time. Why didn't you share?
Because I've decided to keep punchlines close to my vest.
You were fantastic, so we're legally off the hook.
Yes, you are.
We don't owe her anything.
Did you fiddle with my wife's waddle?
I might have grazed it. Excuse me a second.
Richard, on the heels of a lawsuit, I don't think you should be speaking to her
I'm
in
her
a room.
employer. She's an employee.
And
Certainly
I am acting as counsel. And if it is anything remotely connected to that case, you should have a lawyer in the room. Richard, that case was dismissed without prejudice. It could come back, and with the things that roll off your tongue, I don't think you should be speaking to her outside of counsel.
I'm glad you're still working here, and I will see to it that the men don't act like idiot sophomores, and beyond that, I apologize.